This is the Crowbar back with Mission 5 of Metal Gear Rising. Now, I don't actually get it here, but I just wanted to mention that one of these guys here has a data arm that you need to chop off. And I'm pretty sure it's the first one that rushes towards you right at the beginning. He's the one with the arm. And this is Mission 5. Mission 5's really short. There is an achievement and trophy for beating this mission in under 7 minutes. And you're probably not going to get that the first time through. It's probably best to just run through it and get all the collectibles and then come back and do it once you've gotten those. There's really no strategy to getting that. This mission's pretty fast, and you can rush through it if you're not going for any collectibles or anything like that.
Raiden, are you all right?
I can handle this. You just get those brains out of here.
And what will you do?
Get out of here and to the launch site.
Ah, the young ladies' company, yeah? How fortunate they are.
Yeah, guess a lot of...
But if you...
And after that first fight and scene there, you can run over to this chest and open it up for another health boost. And the area for this mission might look familiar, and it is, because it is actually just a reskin version of Mission 3. It's just that mission, only in reverse. And you can stealth through this section with the geckos here, but there's a bunch of items in the square, including a data module, and they're not really that bad. So if you, as long as you're not going for speed, you can just go ahead and fight them. And after the fight is done, you can collect some of the items that are in this area. And you can get the data module, which is in this trash can right here. You have to cut it open and it'll pop out. Now in this next area, this guy with the hammer here also has a data arm. And what complicates this a little bit is that there are guys shooting you, stationed all around the square here. Thankfully, cutting the arms off these hammer guys isn't too bad. And after you kill him, several more regular enemies will jump down. Now, in this next portion of the level, we're going to be using some stealth. There's a bunch of dwarf geckos here, and you don't have to use stealth to get through this section, but it's the only way to get to the humanoid gecko. If you get caught anywhere in this next part, then it'll disappear.
It may be an RLV, but it still needs time to accelerate and decelerate from first cosmic velocity. It could require more than 30 minutes to get to Pakistan.
And as long as you have the box on, the dwarf geckos can't see you. And the only thing you have to watch out for is the bird enemies in this area. Just stop moving when they get close. And you can actually see the dwarf gecko down off in the distance here. He's down in the middle of the square here. So pop out of your box, run up, and kill him before he disappears. And then, after killing him, a whole bunch of other enemies will spawn here. Now, in this next area here, there is both a civilian and an arm you need to get. The civilian is located next to the guy with the arm. It's kind of tricky to get both of them. What you might want to do is just get the arm and then restart and save the civilian. But to get the civilian, you want to fire your rocket down there and hit both of those guys. Then they will come up to you. And one of those guys is one of the ones with the arm. So if you do get a good hit in, you'll hit both of them, they'll both come up, and then you can chop his arm off up here. Of course, the Grodd shooting at you this entire time makes that a bit difficult. And he can hit you up here, but thankfully he can't really do a whole bunch of damage. He does, however, make it slightly complicated to get the arm off of this guy here. And best way is probably just to wait and try to parry him. And then, once you've countered him, cut his arm off in the air. And I had to restart the section a few times to get all of that down, but I actually got both the civilian and the arm in one go. So it is possible and it's not too bad, but you can always restart if you want to get one at a time. And then down in the square you're fighting the Grodd. Grodd can hurt the civilian, so you don't need to worry about him. Come over and talk to the civilian once you're done, and he'll run off. And at this point, if you've rescued all of the civilians, you should get the civilians achievement.
Raiden, I will join you in Pakistan. I will find a way to exit the helicopter. Proceed out of the city. I will contact you when I am on the ground.
And if you're fast in this area, you can actually stealth kill the Mastiff here. You can also kill the trucks that are coming in, and if you destroy those before all of the guys inside of them come out, then you'll kill them too. Now the final thing you're going to want to do in this mission is come over to this doorway here. This enemy won't come out. You just have to get close and then the door will pop up. And inside of this room, you can find a 5,000 BP in a chest. You can also find a VR terminal.
Enemy behind you.
And after you find the VR terminal, 3 Mastiffs will spawn. And this is actually kind of a difficult fight, because you're in a really small room here, and you don't really have a lot of time to react to the Mastiff's attacks when they're jumping off the walls. Your best bet is to probably try and focus on one Mastiff at a time and eliminate them, so you have to deal with fewer and fewer. And of course, anytime you can get a counter in or chop a limb off with blade mode, you'll make it easier for yourself. And if you do want to come back to this mission to get the speed achievement, you don't need to come here. You should just rush through as fast as you possibly can and engage as few enemies as you possibly can. And this room also contains an Easter egg. If you're familiar with this game's development history at all, you know at one point there was a trailer that focused on Raiden cutting up watermelons. And this is one of the few places in the game where you can actually find these watermelons. And just kind of an in-joke. And after that, this mission's basically done. All you need to do is go outside and slide through the gate here.